RTL Ski Jumping 2002 is a winter sports events racing game or extreme sports racing game that was developed and released on the PlayStation in late 2001. The game was also endorsed and promoted by a German broadcasting company that gives players access to a unique style of skiing events, more predominantly with long jump events that requires players to start at the top of like a ramp or a hill, and the main goal is to complete jumps while trying to maintain the longest or gain the longest distance possible in order to acquire points that you will then use to progress throughout the overall championship leaderboards moving forward. So you also gain access to a variety of different characters and athletes, each with their own attributes and obviously own sponsorships that would appeal to the likes of the racing events of that time period. Now with this game, it was mainly released in the German region, so it wasn't really seen in other regions as such, so it is quite rare, but offers something a little bit different to a lot of other mainstream or winter sports games that would have been released on the system. But the gameplay style for many won't appeal to everybody because it is quite limited, because you don't have access to actual proper skiing events where you can do downhill slopes, racing on actual courses like slalom events and all that. There's none of that here at all. The game literally consists of speeding down ramps to try and gain enough air, trying to keep your skier in balance enough so that you can maintain the velocity throughout the air so that you can gain the most amount of distance and acquire the most amount of points. And your whole goal is literally just to get to the top of the leaderboards, which is very difficult to do because no matter how much you think you've gained in terms of your overall distance, there's always someone that's at least 20 or 30 meters ahead of you no matter how good you think you are at the game. Like, there is different modes in terms of practice that allows you to get familiar with the gameplay mechanics and control systems, and the whole idea is just to gain momentum, gain speed, and just to try and balance the skier while he's in the air enough in a way so that you can maintain momentum again to get the most amount of distance possible, which is no easy feat as it is difficult to master that effect, and a lot of it combines the use of different combinations of pushing buttons at the right time in order to gain that momentum and to carry you on over the line. It's a very simplistic game in how it interprets itself, and for those looking for a different varied experience won't really find that here, but it will definitely appeal to fans of this unique element of the ski sport in general, as it does offer something a wee bit different even though it is quite limited, but it's very authentic and tries to really capture that essence of the sport in itself, and it does a good job of it in many respects. It does have decent graphics and a decent visual presence and atmosphere that really suits what it's going for, so for those reasons alone it is worth trying out. But for, like I said, for those that are looking for more variety with regards to these winter sports games, definitely won't find that here, as it's literally just the same type of event over and over again and there's very little else to it. While it won't appeal to many, but it will appeal to a select few, mainly fans of this type of genre or sport in general. But I would love to know your thoughts of this game if you have played it yourself, and what do you think of it overall. Do you enjoy these winter sports type of games, or do you enjoy this unique type of element to the sport? So be sure to share it down in the comments below, and if you would like to see more content around other types of unique winter sports games or extreme sports games like this that were also released on the PlayStation, then you can check out the playlist on screen to see more of those games in action. And as always, keep those gaming memories alive.